Welcome back to Living 808. You know what they say, resolutions are made to be broken, but intentions can bring you closer to your goals. Dr. Rupi Professional is in the house for our first segment of the new year, and she picked the perfect topic. We are talking about wellness intentions. And first off, Happy New Year. I hope you have a fresh start to this new decade.
Thank you. Really excited for 2020.
Okay, people come in with all the excitement in the world. What advice do you have about intentions?
So a lot of folks make resolutions, as we know. I've made thousands of resolutions over my life, and it's really hard to stick to. So what ends up happening is they say about 25% of people, only 25% of people are sticking to the resolutions at 30 days. So we're talking about the end of January, only 25%.
And that's what it takes to form a new habit, right?
Exactly. And so if you look beyond 30 days through the end of the year, only about 8% of people actually stick to a resolution.
We're not doing very well, are we?
No, we're not. And so creating an intention actually creates purpose and focus, and that really helps to stick to what we've decided we wanted to do for our year, for 2020. And I'm really focused this year on healthy intentions. The top two resolutions that most people make are actually eating healthier and exercising more. That sounds obvious. I think a lot of us are trying to get healthier and be in better shape and just overall live a healthier life.
Is that too general, though? Because you say eating healthier, it's not very specific a goal, right?
Exactly. And so what happens is that we kind of lose the intention or the purpose behind it. And so by creating an intention, it becomes much more purposeful and we're much more likely to stick to it. So I'm going to give a couple of examples here. For example, if we say, I'm going to go and start dieting because I want to lose weight or I want to be healthier, that's a little general, and it doesn't really have the purpose behind it that gives you that drive and motivation. So if we change that and switch it to an intention, where an intention is, I would like to nourish my body with healthy foods that are going to keep me active and give me more energy. How much more intentional is that? How much more purpose is there behind that statement? We're much more likely to stick to that. As well as if you look at exercise, if I say I'm going to go to the gym, I might get to the gym, and for those 30 days, there's a pretty good chance I'll force myself. But if I say I'm going to move for at least 30 minutes per day, I'm much more likely to stick to that. Some other intentions that you can set are hydrating your body, getting enough sleep to make sure that you're recharging. Those are some really good intentions to make, and remind yourself on a daily basis. So if I wake up in the morning and I say, okay, today I am going to move for 30 minutes, I am going to intentionally eat, and whatever I'm putting in my body is going to be healthy and give me some energy, much more likely to stick to it.
Absolutely. Now, as a health professional, what else can people be doing just to have a better 2020?
So in general, every year at the start of the year, I like to use this as a reminder for a health annual checkup. I think annual checkups are important regardless of the state of your health. So you could be the healthiest person alive and still need a health checkup. Now, the reason for this is that you want to try to find things out early, and you also want to check in with your physician. This is a time that you can ask questions. This is a time that if you've had any issues throughout the year, you can discuss those. And most insurance plans will cover an annual checkup, so why not take advantage? We'll do things like checking vitals, blood pressure, temperature, pulse rates. Sometimes you'll have some blood work done as well. But this is a great time to get that checkup and also check for any risk factors. Now, the older we get, depending on our age, we start to do the screenings. So starting in our 40s, we're going to be checking for mammograms. We can check for colonoscopies as we get into our 50s and beyond. And so this annual checkup is a really important piece. And if you haven't had your checkup, this is a great reminder time at the beginning of the year to say, I'm going to set up an appointment, even if I don't have any issues, just to get things checked out.
And I see at the bottom, very important, flu shot, especially people went through the busy holiday season. They didn't get those appointments in, they might be sick.
Absolutely. And flu shot for this year, it's important. I know there is some concerns about how effective it is every year, but regardless, you're going to have much less effect from the flu if you do have the flu shot.
All right. You know, some people think, like you said, they do one fell swoop, this huge resolution, but you can start small, right?
Definitely. And there are very small, little changes that you can make that have very big impacts. And these are, again, setting about that intention and kind of creating focus to what's important for you. So if your focus is on exercise and moving more, then taking the stairs is something so simple. But if you remind yourself, I'm going to take the stairs instead of the elevator, that's just a small change that has a big impact. Some other things are having smaller plates, smaller bowls, so that you're not putting as much portion size onto your plate. In addition to that, choosing a bedtime. Really advanced planning is the most important, and really having intention and planning out your day versus just going about your day, because it's very easy to get lost and just go about your routine. But when you're setting intention, it's much easier to stick to some of these plans that you have for yourself.
Well, I have to ask you before we go, what are your intentions? Can you share them?
Definitely. For me personally, I think it is really about nutrition and trying to nourish my body and be much more intentional about what I'm putting in my body, making sure it's giving me fuel, making sure it's giving me the energy that I need. It makes it much more easier when I'm on the run and on the fly that I don't grab the Snickers bar and that I grab an apple or something.
I know.
That's much more healthy.
All right. Dr. Rupy will be back. And where can people find if they want to read more of your blogs?
Yes, I'm at drrupie.com, so it's drrupie.com. And I'm also on Instagram, and that's dr.rupie.
You will find it. We'll post all the links on KHON2.com. So great to have you on. We look forward to our next segment.
Thank you so much.